Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Stylosa and we are back with more glorious spectating Overwatch. And today, we're going to take a look at a McCree player that says they should be plat. Now, we've all heard this before, haven't we? Well, I should be plat. But they're in gold, so there's a chance they can get to plat. However, what has really worried me about this is they say, and this is directly from the email. I can't even read this, it's so stupid. It says they have to land 6 headshots on Hanzo. 6 headshots on Hanzo at maximum range to kill him. And that's difficult. They're playing McCree as a sniper. What? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, remember you can send in your video clip to appear on any of these wonderful shows, and you are consenting to be absolutely roasted whenever you send me in a replay. I cannot be any more clear than that. Go to unitloss.com/overanalyzed or click the link in the video description below. All right, let's get stuck into this bad boy because the email is quite extensive and we'll read through it. So it says, Sty, I'm glad you're back making videos. Well, thank you very much, my friend. Here's a code that should work after the Summer Games update on the current patch. And the patch in question is why I need help. Fair enough. I do remember, send stuff in after, whenever the game updates, I lose all the replays. Hello, Mercy. So send in loads of your replays, guys, after then. That'd be good. Anyway, the hit scan nerf is absolutely killing my SR. My win rate is 30% and my SR has dropped by 400. I play McCree. McCree's still okay, though. Anyway, so much with a ranged poke style that to lose 20% of my damage at a distance feels like I'm losing 40% damage on the headshots. Means like I can't do enough on my hero without frontlining and dying. Well, so before we start here, McCree is not a long-range hero. He's a medium-range hit scan, and he kind of should be with the team. That you get a lot of value when you're with your team because you need to be healed, because you're McCree, because you're pretty slow, and you can just roll on the floor, and that's about it. So you're very diveable. You want to be healed with your team. You want to support them. You're there for the damage. You can maybe get a flashbang off because you have to be kind of close for that. There's a lot of stuff. What we don't do is stand at range and play McCree because that doesn't really get you anywhere. Used to, in the very, very first version of, well, I want to say the first version of the game. I think it was in the beta, but I think it was in live. McCree had no fall-off damage on his range. So he was the best. He was so stupid. Anyway, he goes on to say, what do I have to change to be more effective? Well, we'll get into that. And you can't say play another hero. Well, okay. I can't use the snipers, but then why are you playing like one? Just don't have a feel for scoped aim. Okay. And I want CC in flashbang for Doom or Ball or whatever. So Kree's my hero, and he's such a throw pick. He's not a throw pick. Come on. In this game, I do switch to Soldier at one point. He just said, I don't play it. I just want to play McCree. And then he's like, by the way, I switched to Soldier in this game. Because our Winston was playing a great game. And I had to ask him to switch because I couldn't make use of the space he was making. Eh? And next round, I played Soldier to work with him more. But then, the enemy ran a Doomfist. And so I went back to Kree. Can you help me get out of this hole, Sty? Or can you ask a dev to revoke the patch? Okay, well, no, I don't think the devs will revoke a patch. But let's get on board with our McCree. There isn't even a McCree selected, but I believe it's Kerr who is the hero. Yeah, it is. Just change back to McCree. I was about to be like, what? Okay. So it is 2,270 SR. It's in gold. Trying to get to plat. Wants to get to diamond, but thinks they should be plat. Well, let's take a look at what they do. So the whole team actually going upstairs. Like it, respectable. We're waiting. We're not just rushing in. Okay, we're going in now. We're waiting in the back. What are we waiting for? Okay, we didn't flashbang anyone. So we didn't even wait for the... Okay, I don't know what you were doing there. If the Doomfist was going to engage, we should have waited. We still should have had our flashbang. I don't know why we just threw it away. And we've basically got nothing. Our team need to regroup now. So we need to regroup. Like, don't go in. Just chill. Just chill. Regroup. The spawn's only over there. We need to get our team back together. Zen still needs to get over with us. We just got to be chill. Please don't die, Zarya. Okay, Zarya died. Famous last words. Well, not even that. It's like the curse of Stylosa. I'm like, don't die. And she just does. It's not what I want to see. Okay, so I'm not, like... We haven't really done anything so far. But it's been difficult for us to get anything done. We're missing a lot of shots. Where are we going? Why are we just leaving our team? Getting the damage. Okay, that was nice. That's the best thing we've done so far. Where are we going? What are you doing? Why didn't we just go forward with that team? That's not the priority. We don't care about this. What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, okay, I'm having a literal breakdown. I seem to be having breakdowns quite a lot when I make these videos. You're not with your team. Right, okay, I'm having another breakdown here. Look, Blizz, I've told you about 10 times about this. Get this goddamn noise off. And I never can find it in the options. There it is. It's always in the same place as well. Get off. Right. At no point. Okay, let me go back to the screen. I'm losing my mind. At no point were we actually with our team there. We let the team engage and then ran off on like a magical mystery merry-go-round tour of I don't know what. And now what are we doing? What are we doing?
Objective A captured. Escort the payload.
We could be further forward here. What are we doing? Look at our hog. Look at our hog. What are we doing? It's not our job to push the payload. Imagine if we're down with our team now, flashbanging and shooting people. This is really weird. This is like, it's really weird. How can I phrase this? This is like you're playing 20% of the available actions that you can make. Like, if you could do 100 actions, you're doing 20. And I don't know why. You're like, I think you're overthinking this. I think you're like, you're getting too far in your own head. Do stuff. Okay. We don't need to run away from Winston, do we? Like, we can... Winston is not going to come near us. We can fan the hammer into Winston, flashbang him, roll, fan the hammer. It's going to annihilate him. He is not going to take us on. And if he wants to, then he can. This is odd. This is really odd. This is really, really odd. I mean, at this range, you're never going to do damage. Even, like, before the nerf, McCree was really going to struggle here. A little bit of advice. Yeah, this is going to be big. Love it! I love to see it. So the advice was basically... And also, nearly nice little combo, but it didn't quite work. Deadeye into a Valking Mercenary is beautiful. It is a great counter and almost always kills the Mercy if she's flying around. So, yeah, you did well there. So, good ult usage. So, I don't know. Like, I'm going to say you sent me a very well-worded email. So, I think you are of a high IQ. And I think that you're overthinking this. And I don't think I can possibly say think anymore in a sentence. Look, what the hell? Our Reapers killed everyone there. Like, basically, what I'm saying is your contribution here is very minimal. Like, it's almost like your team are taking a 5v6 a lot of the time. And we're just chilling in the back, like, trying to be overly safe. I don't want you to do that. I want you to be ultra aggressive. I want you to be so mentally aggressive that it is just borderline insane. Because then you can rail it in. It's much easier to learn to be less aggressive than it is to try and learn aggression. Our issue here is we're in gold and we're playing like a bit of a... I want to be very diplomatic here in what I say, but we're playing like a very scared person. And we shouldn't be. Because we're McCree. You should consider fan the hammer when you've got tanks that close to you as well. Also, if you're trying to burn through a Reinhardt barrier, I know there's not... Well, there is one on the enemy team. But you can fan the hammer, roll, fan the hammer into it. And you can do that from a little bit of a longer range as well. You get faster damage into it than just firing at it. Primary fire. And obviously, if it goes down and you hit the tank, then yeah, cool. So yeah, this is just... We just need to regroup. Like, so here, like... yeah, this is good. Yeah, use the barrier. So, key things with McCree. Use barriers, stay near healers... Flashbang anyone who dives into you. Look to use fan the hammer on tanks. Deadeye is great against Valkyrie. And that's, you know, that's kind of fine. Like, we're here, we're going on a little flank. We've almost got another Deadeye. But we've got to be, like, so, look, I'm just going to pause this here before we do anything. Because we've got to be really careful what we do here. Because if you expose yourself... That sounds really wrong. If you expose yourself as McCree here, they may just turn around and kill you. Because this is contingent on your team pushing in. And the thing is, this is not really, like... This isn't really much to push in. Like, these guys are not going to push in. Like, the Reaper here on the side, I don't know what you guys are going to do here. This is a little bit weird. Like, you'd be much better served literally being here. Like, so, don't overthink it. Just play it dead simple. If I'm with the Orisa here and she yeets a barrier down, well, all this, I'm just going to fire loads of fan the hammer damage into this. I'm not going to shoot the bubble. I'm going to shoot the barrier here. Fan the hammer into it, fan the hammer, rolling around, shooting, destroy his barrier, pump loads of damage into the tank. Nothing can really harass us. Yeah, okay, we might get hit in the head by Hanzo, so we've got to be aware of that and just be aware of the McCree. But, like, we could be doing stuff. Like, the issue I've got with your play is you're not really doing anything so far, which is really weird to see. But let's see. Maybe you go in and pull up a massive Deadeye. We can kill this guy. Yep, good.
Much better.
Gonna go for the Deadeye. Okay. The backdoor Deadeye. Are you gonna get shot in the head by Hanzo?
It's Hanu.
You see, though, I said you're going to get shot in the head by Hanzo. Hanzo did look at you, and Hanzo did fire at you, but he missed. But guess what happened? McCree was like, I know where you are, and he absolutely killed you. So as a trade, that's like, well, it's better for them because that Hanzo is going to get into the fight much quicker than you. So it's weird. And also, we didn't have to be, you know, we could have just done it from the high ground. We could have just been here, popped out, and then did it. And the thing with this is you got a bit of cover from the tree. Yeah, okay, you light up like a Christmas tree. It is McCree after all. Nice kill. Nice kill, great. Okay, so when we jump back on board with you again, this is it. This is good. We can kill that Zen. We can kill... Well, I love it. I love it. It's like, recently, these replays I've been watching back, the Reinhardt plays have just been monumental. Like, he just comes out of nowhere and annihilates people. And it is, you have to respect it. But sometimes you're going to die because people outplay you, and that's fine. And in that case, Reinhardt went in deep and got results. Just massacred Baby Diva. So we just want to be careful here, right? We don't want to die. Our Reaper is playing a bit mental, but hey, at least he's causing them to look behind. Okay, we know Fire Strike's gone. Our Reaper's about to die. Goodbye, Reaper. Or not, he survived. Wow, this is going crazy. So they kind of missed their grab. But they still get enough to be getting on with this. Kill the tank. Should be enough. Double kill off our Reaper. But the thing is here, right? This play off the Reaper doesn't matter. Like, Reaper's gone in and done that, and it just doesn't matter. But I bet you that Reaper's tilting out of his mind, thinking, oh my god, like, I've just killed 2 of them. Come on, team. But the team wasn't in a position to push. Okay, now we've got a hog. I guess we're thinking, okay, we get a pick. So this is good. This is really good for us now. I mean, their Zen is using Transcendence, and our Zen has just killed their Zarya. So this is go time for us here. We can work on them. They've got Anna in the back as well. Maybe we can... I mean, again, this is very dangerous. Like, this is so dangerous. This is... Like, you see, we didn't get any result there. Like, we basically overextended... Look at the chat. Look at the chat. Like, it's just general chat. Like, goodbye. We should have just been here originally and just popped a Deadeye or rolled out, fired a few shots off, wait for the fight to start, pop a Deadeye when there's confusion. Don't start the fight with a Deadeye because everyone will look at you and shoot at you, and Hanzo will one-shot you. So just let it sort of play out. As the fight, you know, the engagement begins, then you can maybe do a few shots, then pop Deadeye. It confuses people. Often in Overwatch, because it's such a fast-paced game. Nice Diva Bomb. But because it's such a fast-paced game, nice. People generally play really quick. And sometimes you actually do really benefit from just taking a moment before you make a decision. And it can, you know, often the results can be really well. So again, good stun there. We stopped that. So I feel like you really came into the game a little bit better towards the end of that. But at the start, it was woeful. I don't even know what I was watching. Like, I don't want to throw shade, but I've seen a lot of like lower ranked games that were just better than that. Because like they're actively doing stuff. I think you're just overthinking everything. And it's resulting in this like weird gameplay. So let's see what happens here. So yeah, this is, for some reason you said, so in the email, see, this is what I really like about the emails when you go into detail, guys, because it lets me get into your brain. So you say, in this game, I do switch to Soldier at one point because our Winston was playing a great game. And I had to ask him to switch because I couldn't make use of the space he was making. And next round, I played Soldier to work with him. But then the enemy ran a Doomfist, and so I went back to McCree. So you're playing Soldier with a Winston because he's making space. Like, McCree's still fine here. Like, I don't know why it's like I need the Soldier. I mean, the Soldier's fine as well, but it's just a weird one. Like, really, like that reasoning, I don't really understand, like, what that's about. Like, I'd understand it more if you were like, oh, hey, Winston, we were playing dive, so I decided to go Genji or something. But I don't know. The thing is, though, however you came to this conclusion, Soldier is still really good and has always been good. This isn't good, though. This is bad. We should stay on the high ground. But Soldier's always been good. on Numbani first point. Because you see, Numbani, it's very much like an assault map in a lot of ways. Like, the first point is difficult for the enemy to attack. And the second point is pointless. They will get that almost all of the time. And then the third point, it then becomes another assault point, basically. But yeah, we like, this is not a good position for us. But at least we're doing stuff. At least we're firing into the enemy team. We're looking for targets that maybe don't have... like, you basically want to avoid firing into a barrier, which you are doing, which is good. Because you want to do actual damage to people. You've also got to be careful of this Doomfist. Because if he wants to come for you, it's going to be bad news as Soldier. It's very difficult to make anything happen. So you see, they've got a kill. Like, the problem here is, like, it's so simple. Like, we've conceded high ground. And I don't know why we jumped off the high ground. Like, we were here. It was all fine. We're firing. It's Gucci. It's great. Then we jumped down and it's like, well... So all we've done is basically screwed our sight lines here. And it never really makes any sense to me why players do this. And I'm like, come on, guys. Overwatch has been out for I don't even know how long now. And, yeah, look, you've conceded the high ground to the Hanzo. He can do what he likes. The enemy team are over here pushing your team off the high ground. They've got a kill. You're severely limited in what you can do here. Although, looks like you're trying to pressure the Hanzo. But he's got the advantage here all day. Nice damage there at range. Nice damage. But you see, like, they can just push us away. And our attack visor is not as effective on the ground floor, basically. I mean, yeah, we got a kill with it. But if we were on the high ground, imagine how more effective it would be. Because we are spraying everything. Like, the damage is massive. We should still survive this, though. Nice! That's actually huge, that is, because the Doomfist is still in play around the back, and if the Doomfist killed us, then there would be a problem. I'm not a fan of this. Okay, I'm just going to say I'm not a fan of what you're doing here. Your brain is too big. Because you're like, okay, I need to swap now, because they've got a Doomfist. I want the McCree counter. And I bet you he kills you or something. Or like through a result of you not putting continued or sustained pressure on the enemy with Soldier. Because I think you get Soldier, you're just firing at the enemy. McCree, you're not firing as often, so you're not really applying as much pressure. Gives them more space to do stuff, and then could become a problem. I'm really interested to see what happens here with the McCree. But like on paper, yeah, sure. But I wouldn't have changed here. Okay, 2 nice hits on McCree, on Doomfist. But we could still have applied that pressure as Soldier. The only advantage McCree has got over over Soldier against Doomfist is it's flashbang, right? So if you do get dove upon, you can flash him. With Soldier, you can't. And the only thing you can rely on is your biofield to keep you alive. And that's not going to keep you alive if he combos you. Because if Doomfist flies in, uppercuts you and primary fires you, you've had it. Like, you're dead, basically, as Soldier. Whereas at least McCree's got a little window where he can flash. And that might get him out of it. But apart from that, yeah, Soldier would still have been okay here. So let's see what happens here, because I feel like we're getting down to the last fight, potentially on this point. A couple of nice hits. Okay, that Doomfist got a kill. So, like, another weird thing as well is, again, we're dropping off the high ground. I hate this. We've made the swap to counter the Doomfist, but we're not prioritizing the Doomfist. Big kill off our Diva. Could be a game-winning kill. This could go anyway. Okay, this is going our way. Mechanically, you're okay as well. I mean, it could always use work. Everyone needs to get mechanically better at Overwatch, even if you're the best player ever. Okay, so I think we win, because I don't think they're really going to be able to contest this now. If they do, I'll be very surprised. And we're resetting on high ground to use Deadeye. Yeah, that should be it. That's got to be it. Okay, interesting. Very interesting stuff. Like, there's 2 schools of thought there. That the swap to the McCree did work, because you did use the McCree, but I'd say when you did swap to the McCree, you didn't then just make it your sole mission to deal with the Doomfist. And the way we did deal with him as we walked back to the point, we still could have done that with Soldier. So yeah, that's an interesting one. That was an interesting one. I do think I think you're good, but I think you're overthinking stuff way too much. Just make it simple. Overwatch is a simple game. Just play it simple, and I think you'll see a lot of results. And you can still play McCree. Don't worry about these nerfs. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna honestly say this, hand over heart, guys. The meta balance or anything like that, none of it actually does. It just doesn't matter unless you're playing at high master and above. Until then, it don't matter. It literally doesn't matter. And even at the highest level, sometimes it don't matter because you could be playing some off-meta comp, maybe with, I don't know, like a Symmetra or a Mei or something, and it just works out well because the enemy team can't deal with it. So always be aware that that is an option in Overwatch. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the video. Remember, you can send in your video clips if you go to unitloss.com/overanalyze. There is a link in the video description below, and you could appear on any one of these wonderful shows. It would be awesome. And apart from that, guys, thank you for watching the video. I'll catch you on the next one. Toodaloo.